Yo everybody, it's me, Buster Green, and I'm back with the first full video episode of Normal Gundam News. Might as well take a second to fill you guys on what's going on, and yeah, this is how I'm spending my day. So over the last month or so, my channel has finally gotten monetized, yippee, and after literally busting my bones for every day for like 3 years straight, making over 500 YouTube videos since the pandemic started, and struggling extremely hard to get my channel finally monetized, I finally was. However, upon reaching monetization, I found out that my channel has a value of a whopping 10 cents a day to YouTube, which is the yearly salary of like $36 if you want to do the math. So that kind of sucks, and it kind of pulls back the fantasy of becoming a full-time YouTuber as a viable income stream. So, because it's summer, I'm just not inclined to make random videos like I was before. I'm probably either going to go back to making random videos in the fall when it's a little colder out, and I really give a damn about making them. And I'll always make a video if I think I know someone that no one else does and I need to share it with the world. But for right now, I'm taking 2 steps back and focusing on making viral videos and animations, which is what I wanted to do in the first place, and I just want to try to do that for a while. That being said, I'm still about 60% done through making my anime today, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I guess I'll focus more on finishing my anime and enjoying the summer in the meantime. Now, I might start rolling on some more random videos throughout the fall, but I also have a serious financial problem right now that I need to get a job right away and deal with. So if anyone's hiring, I'm looking. Alright, anyway, let's move on to the Gundam news. So, Anime Expo in LA started this week. It's the world's biggest anime convention, if you don't know, somehow it is. And I've been there at least twice in my life, and I've seen how, congested it is. Now, this year it's, recordly high congestion. And anyway, I didn't go this year, but the people who did go were packed in like sardines and had a lot of trouble moving around from what I hear. Anyway, a handful of crazy announcements happened at Anime Expo, and I gotta comment on all of them. The first major one is that the Gundam Seed movie is finally coming out, and we finally have a trailer. The movie was announced as being in development in 2005, but horribly it's now only coming out 20 years later in 2025. Is this nostalgia? Is this the slow motion moves of the anime film industry? Who knows? Is Gundam Seed even still that popular 20 years later? I guess it's gotta be. Anyway, so the movie is Gundam Seed Freedom, and we currently know extremely little about it. All we know is that Kira is back, Lacus is back, maybe the movie's finally gonna clarify their relationship status. A trailer came out, but there's basically no new footage in the trailer. It's just a hype up, it's coming teaser trailer. And so far the biggest rumor online is that the movie is about Kira versus the aliens. Now, I personally hope this is just a rumor because A, this is literally the plot of Gundam 00 Awakening of the Trailblazer, so that would feel super redundant and super ridiculous for a movie that we waited 20 years ago to get ate by its similar movie that came out afterwards, although that kinda is how The Flash has failed. So yeah, that could happen, but also I don't feel like it's the best time to introduce aliens into Gundam Seed. Not to mention the fact that it makes no sense to introduce Gundam Seed to aliens because Gundam Seed, more than any other Gundam, was intensely about identity politics and genetics. So I feel like adding aliens into that would be dumb unless it was handled like Secret Invasion, where it was some bullshit where they revealed half the cast were always Skrulls out of nowhere. But yeah, my base hope for this movie would be just to go over Kira's status, show that he's a super coordinator, and introduce a coordinator 2.0 group to go up against him, and then he has to face them all down and somehow show he's better than them. Or fuck, considering how much unsettled business Seed has, it would also be cool if all the characters just got in a room together and tried to hash out their beef together, because they have so much unsettled drama. Now that being said, as much and as silly as the space alien theory is, I apparently understand the space alien theory because apparently there's just one frame in the trailer where if you pause it, you can see a fossilized angel space whale, which I guess is pretty funny because not only is it a space whale, but it's a fossil and it's an angel. I mean, I've seen fossil angels before, but I've never seen a fossil angel space whale. I've seen space whales before too. Anyway, alright, so that's all we know about the Gundam Seed movie. Maybe there are fossil angel space whales in it. Moving on, the next Gundam series we have to talk about is Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, and I think we first found out about this when the title was copyrighted, and now that's official and the trailer's been revealed. By the way, they also copyrighted Gundam Silver Phantom on the same day, whatever the hell that is. Oh, maybe that is the name of the Gundam in this series. Anyway, so this is really interesting to me. It's a spiritual successor to MS Igloo. Kind of the same concept, except MS Igloo was just plain CGI, and this is all made in Unreal Engine 5, so it's technically easy to turn into a video game, and it technically should have like very proper physics. And seemingly, also speaking of video games, it might be loosely based around my favorite Gundam video game ever, Zeonic Front, as it seemingly tells a similar story of a Zaku pilot in the European front of the war trying to survive a Gundam attack. Now, there's a lot of cool new stuff going on in the series. Apparently, it uses a lot of Western actors who used to work for the CW. There's a lot of like random non-Japanese talent involved. Like, for example, the director Erasmus Brosdow. He is a German, I seem to understand. And yeah, it seems to be a very cool project using a lot of like unexpected people in a lot of unexpected ways. All we have to go on this show right now is the trailer, and we got some art of this new Gundam and new Zaku in the series. The Zaku pretty much looks like you would expect. It's your typical Zaku with some minor technical changes incorporated. The Gundam though, the Gundam looks astounding. Like, if I'm being critical, it looks like someone attempted to rebuild the GP01 into the EZ8 instead of the full Burnier. But this design gives me intense vibes of both the GP01 and the EZ8 because it's got like the GP01's body, but it's got the EZ8's head. And it's got kind of the EZ8's paint scheme with a few of the GP01 flourishes. Anyway, it's also got this cool ass giant shield, which is a nice twist too. And it's got a pretty serious weapon rack on its back, but we can't see it because they've only released this one pic so far. Also in the trailer, they show a Zaku with some antennas on its head. I'm thinking this might be the Zaku rabbit type, or is it a Zaku cannon rabbit type? Either way, new Zaku's coming out. So yeah, I'm pretty optimistic for this one. I love the original MS Igloo. Now, not everyone's stoked about the show though. A lot of people are kind of bummed we're getting yet another 20th in a row One-Year War spinoff, but you know, that's the main Gundam series that everyone likes, although I would kill for another Zeta series spinoff. A minor controversy broke out online with some people having minor issues about the mecha designs in the new series. I think they look fine, but some people are harping on the fact that the feet and the heads look a little bit small. Like, I don't know, they look alright in the close-up shots in the trailer, so maybe they look like this because of a perspective thing, and maybe they'll look better when you actually see the actual show and it's just like the perspective on the character art that looks so off. But yeah, supposedly the series is trying to go for an OFMS team vibe, and that's the vibe everyone's been trying to get back to for years, so at least we're finally getting that. I'm not sure if I ever saw MS Igloo 2 though, but I'm still super amused we're revisiting the concept again. I, at the worst, think this is gonna probably be like your average random Netflix CGI sci-fi movie, but I'm optimistically hoping it's good because a lot of Western fans are dealing with this, and this is their one chance to make like a good Gundam thing. In some other quick random news, the Char Custom McDonald's menu won the Japanese Character Award of the Year. I'm not sure how significant an award this is, but hey, I'm just noticing that there was also a like cherry 7-Up root beer float involved in this. Also, Bandai Namco has apparently created its own Gunpla building song singing idol girl unit called Rinpla, which is short for Linkle Planet. Linkle? Anyway, apparently they've existed for a few years, and now they've been fully utilized to produce the end song for Gundam Build Metaverse. That's the new Gundam Build anime coming out, so yeah, that's cool that they made their own idol unit to make their own music. By the way, moving over to G-Witch news, there's literally a crap ton of Witch from Mercury news going on this week since the series just ended. Trying to go over the larger ones, there's an art book for the show just came out, HT Caliburn just came out, and there was apparently an after show in Japan where all the voice actors took their bows, said kind words to each other, and cried together. I still want to cover more of the Witch from Mercury JAXA collab, so I'll either include that in my final Witch from Mercury video, or separately if it continues to grow into a larger crossover event. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks for coming by, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Later!